Most Roman soldiers were trained to fight in a very specific way, sword in the right hand, shield in the left. But that immediately raises a fascinating question. What about left-handers? Did the legions allow them? And if so, did being left-handed make you stronger in battle? Or was it actually a weakness? To answer that, let's imagine the battlefield. The Roman legion wasn't just a mob of fighters. It was an incredibly disciplined machine. Every soldier had his shield angled on the left side, overlapping perfectly with the man beside him, while the right hand stayed free for the short stabbing sword, the gladius. Together, this created an almost unbreakable wall of shields, with swords striking out in deadly unison. But here's the problem. If even one man stood there holding his shield on the wrong side, the entire balance of the formation fell apart. Gaps would open, shields wouldn't overlap properly, and the entire defensive rhythm of the unit could collapse. In short, one left-hander could weaken the strength of 100 men. That's why a recruit who naturally favored his left hand would almost certainly be forced to retrain. Roman writer Vegetius even warned that the tiniest mistake in formation could destroy an army's effectiveness. He described in detail how each man was given about 3 feet of personal space, not too close, not too far, so that the line stayed tight. But each soldier still had room to swing his weapon. Any disruption, even a man standing slightly off rhythm, could throw the legion into chaos. It was this precision, more than brute strength, that made Rome's legions feared across the ancient world. So does that mean there were no left-handed Romans at all? Not exactly. Just like in modern times, many left-handers were trained from childhood to use their right hand, especially in military service. And this training wasn't unique to Rome. Think of modern athletes. Left-handed basketball players often practice dribbling and shooting with their right hand to gain more control. The Romans applied the same principle. If you were left-handed, you learned to fight with the right hand. Discipline came before personal preference, because in Rome's eyes, the survival of the formation mattered more than the comfort of the individual. But here's the twist. Outside of formation fighting, left-handers could actually be deadly opponents. Only about 1 in 10 people are left-handed, which meant most warriors had little experience fighting them. A left-hander's attacks came from unfamiliar angles, catching right-handed fighters off guard. That's why left-handed gladiators in the arena were often feared and admired. Their strikes were unpredictable, and their stance alone could confuse opponents, making them some of the most entertaining and dangerous fighters Rome ever produced. Still, Roman society didn't exactly celebrate left-handedness. In fact, the Latin word sinister literally meant left, but over time it became associated with bad luck, evil, and even treachery. Roman religion reflected this belief. During auguries, the reading of omens, if a bird appeared on the left side, it was considered a sign of misfortune. So being left-handed wasn't just unusual, it carried a shadow of superstition and stigma, a constant reminder that the world was built for right-handers. We may never know how many left-handers served in Rome's armies, but what we do know is this: if you were one of them, you had to adapt. On the battlefield, discipline was more important than individuality, yet in single combat, your left hand could turn you into a warrior full of surprises. An unpredictable weapon Rome could never fully control. So now the question is, if you were a Roman soldier, would you rather fight as a right-hander in perfect formation, or as a left-hander with the element of surprise? Tell me what you think in the comments, and of course, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more forgotten secrets of history.